Folks, my name is Rudy. You're watching a YouTube channel called Alpha Investments. On this channel, we discuss the world of collectibles, alternative, bizarre things that people get obsessed with and collect and invest and chase the nostalgia bug. Relive their past. Today, simple video. Talking about the state of the collectible world. I'm not going to pitch you guys on Rudy's Premier Grading. What am I doing? Pitching you guys on PremierCardGrading.com. Thank you, by the way. All-time record submissions. Oh my God, we're going to have to expand. It's doing absolutely amazing. Thank you, guys. I'm not going to pitch you guys on Rudy's Patreon. We're not going to talk about Rudy being on 10 years on YouTube. We're not going to talk about all that because we just did. Okay. What do we have happening? It is the middle of May of 2025 as we get ready to enter the strongest bull market summer I've probably ever experienced in my life. We have, what we got here? We got Bitcoin at all-time high. We got Ethereum making a comeback. We've got the stock market, the Trump economy, the tariffs thing. Apparently it's cooling off and deals are being made. So we're seeing the S&P 500 make a run back up. Markets are doing very well again. The Magic the Gathering and Pokemon markets are leading the charge, followed by probably, I would say, right behind Magic and Pokemon, we are probably seeing Flesh and Blood and One Piece run hand in hand as doing incredibly well. And of course, God, Weiss has been doing good. You see they're announcing, I know, were they doing the Nikki reprint? Is that coming? So we are seeing a very strong market on all fronts. Data and inflation seems to be, according to the government, stable. Use that very loosely. It's like, there is no inflation. How come the taco index has tripled? Why are waffle fries always going up? That doesn't count. Inflation is only calculated excluding F&F, no food and no fuel. But aren't those some of the most important variables? Doesn't count. Anyways. So, Lego. Today I'm filming back in my vintage Lego area, not the new Lego stuff. It's always fascinating whenever I film a video and I use this particular backdrop, everyone's always like, wow, Rudy's going into the hardcore, like the truly rare Lego. And then you see people who discover my channel, and I'll use like the new Lego background with the newer stuff that I can get on anything, anything between 50, 60, 70 cents on the dollar. And then you'll see those people go, oh my God, what a moron. He's only buying garbage. It's so funny to watch the... I'm not gonna say, just the amateur nature of the people on the internet and the keyboard warriors. It's so fascinating to just watch them run around. It's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So what does this mean? Where are we going? First, we're gonna start with the Magic Pokemon situation. We have the big TCG player sale coming up. I'll have another video on that, so what I think is gonna happen. But overall, if you haven't watched the other video, if it's not live yet, chances are, if you haven't learned by now, usually these TCG player launches or cashback sales are so powerful now. They do it every summer and every Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Stepsister Tuesday, and every time we have this, I mean, everything just goes up in price. It's becoming a very fascinating thing now. In the Lego world, we are seeing modest upticks on old desirable Lego sets. You're seeing some, money chase some of the rare stuff. Newer Lego sets has been actually a little bit interesting. We've seen a lot of the newer sets. Some of them have had shorter retirement time frames. Some have been out of retirement, or it's been retired for a while, so the Lego set's been unavailable. And then surprise, we found that 5,000 sets of a Lego thing. It's been interesting. I still believe that modern Lego is something that everybody is saying, oh, everybody knows Lego goes up, and now there's so many new Lego sets compared to the past. There's no way this, no way that. There's no value. There's no opportunity in the future because, there's just too many Lego sets. There's no way. You can't keep up. You can't just collect the whole series. And whenever I hear that kind of thing, let's put it this way. Let's pick something really bad. Okay, Lego City. Let's pick something... I don't know what that is. Lego Unkitty? I don't know what Unkitty is. Is this new or old? I don't know. This is probably brand new. Oh, 2018. Maybe not. Bad example. Lego. We're going to pick on Lego. Hot, that's not new. We're going to pick on Lego Lord of the Rings. Brand new. That's not new either. We're going to pick Lego City. Here you go. A Lego City set. Guaranteed the blue boxes of misery and depression. Because Lego City sets... Here you go. A cheap, silly Lego City with a horsey. Your stepsister out here getting exercise. And of course, here's Rudy coming by with the comb to keep them both company to comb their hair. No, the comb is not for the horse. It's for the young lady. So, ask anyone who's been in the Lego hobby a long time. Ask them, hey, what do you think about collecting City long term? The blue boxes of depression and misery. And you'll get a constant, oh god, that's the worst City thing you could collect. That's like collecting Technic that doesn't go up in value, or collecting, I don't know, sculpture series, or I don't know, Disney series, or I don't know. Because I often ask myself, you know, sometimes when a trade is very crowded, you have a lot of competition. But other times, there are things and opportunities that everybody thinks is trash. So even if you go for it, you know, professional money managers always say to themselves, they don't say, you know, what's my upside? How much can I make? Can I 10x my money? What color is your Bugatti? No one does that dumb fucking shit. Professional money managers say, okay, they look at the whole standard deviation curve. They look at what's the most probable outcome, what's the best case scenario, what's the bear case scenario, what are the odds of this. Now let's run some simulations, and what if we have a bear market? What if we have a mild recession, a medium recession, a major recession, a Great Depression? What is the simulation matrix think we're going to get on these things, right? What is the most probable outcome of, well, buying the blue boxes of Lego City? I mean, in 10, 15 years from now, when all these things are long gone and Rudy's been combing the stepsister for 10 years with a brush, I mean, in 10, 15 years from now, is this going to be, I don't know what this, maybe this retails for $30. So let's say Rudy paid $18 to $20 shipped. I'm just making up numbers, don't hold me to it. For Lego $63.27, this stupid set. So in 10, 15 years, is this going to be $15-20 still? And you know, see, those are kind of the questions, because in the moment, it's very confusing psychologically when you think about this stuff, because everything moves so quick. Everything is so aggressive. Everything is so wild. It's very difficult to understand how the future is going to be. Because of this, I don't know what the future is, so I like to diversify all over the place, because I understand that if I buy 50 different City sets, and let's say 30 of those sets are worth exactly the same thing I paid in 10 years. Oh god, 0% return, inflation, technically you probably lost half your purchasing power. Okay, so if half the Lego City sets are worth the same thing in 10, 15 years, let's say another 25% of the sets, maybe they go up a couple percent, they kind of match inflation. So you really don't make anything, but you adjust for inflation. But what if 5%, 5 out of 100 City sets, go from $20, $30 to $100 to $200? Because simply put, they're just none. Because Lego is like sealed product in Pokemon and Magic. It's not hard to have the pieces. It's not hard to find the instructions. It's not hard to build the set. But you can't go backwards. Once you crack that Magic the Gathering or that Pokemon booster box, you can't place the cards back in the box and put a factory seal. And I mean, there's scammers that always try, but overall, there's no. Everything's a one-way street. As we call it in the industry, the natural attrition of things being damaged, lost, theft, natural disaster, and, well, you know, kids love Lego. You know, my family, we open and build Lego sets all the time. So, you know, you'll usually see I don't have more than maybe 5 copies of something. I mean, we usually build one of those copies. Every once in a while, we'll sell one, but we always try to keep a couple. and it pays for itself, and long term it kind of lets you enjoy the Lego hobby by making it more affordable and kind of adjusting your cost basis on the sets, assuming you have the space and capital to engage in something like this for a 10 plus year time frame. And again, there's no guaranteed anything. You know, I don't think Lego is going to outperform the S&P 500. I know in the past it has. And I know a hot take that people have made fun of me about. I don't think new Pokemon over the next 10 years, I don't think it I don't think it will outperform the S&P 500. Some of the sets will, but many of them won't. But Rudy, every Pokemon set in the past always outperforms. It's the blue chip standard. Oh, blue box. You know, yes, but the market's changed. There are now thousands of Poke-tubers preaching to collect, invest, and hoard sealed Pokemon boxes. This wasn't a thing 3 years ago. There were very few Rudys and Cheeses standing alone. Now everybody's like that. And now, in the world of Lego, it is generally accepted. I like to see, one of the things I think the public doesn't grasp is some of the videos I make are almost like me fishing. I throw out a video, I pick a topic, and then I sit back to see what the public's attitude is towards the product. So in this video, I expect people to be like, wow, great old stuff. Ooh, look at him buying. That's bad, Rudy. Don't do that. I expect to see that. And if I don't see that, then I start to get fascinated of why is that? Maybe my thesis is wrong. Maybe the market's adjusted more than I thought. Maybe people are going to buy more. I don't know what this is. Whatever this is, they're going to buy more of these. What is this set? I don't even know what it is. Spring Festival? Chinese New Year? I don't know what it is. Something. You know, actually looks like a lot of fun to build. You know, there's no way to know. But yes, there are some videos on this YouTube channel. The point of the conversation is to spur you guys to make silly, dumbass comments and fun things in the comment section, but to also see kind of how the public's demeanor is on many things. You know, if you go back in time, when I first did the Lego video on this YouTube channel, I filmed using my vintage area. And everybody went crazy, was shared, it was a big deal. Videos probably got 50 to 100,000 views by now. And then I waited, did another video, shared some other stuff, similar response. And then I waited, and like the last, we've only done maybe 5-6 Lego videos. And then the last Lego video I did maybe a month or two ago, maybe 60 days ago, I only showed new stuff, and I waited a long time. Because I wanted to see the difference on people going, wow. Because in the world of Magic or Pokemon, you'll see people who will discover your channel, and they'll make comments like, ooh, does this guy know what he's doing? No. And see, the problem is you have to share your inventory and what you have. And it feels almost like bragging, but you have to do that in modern YouTube because everybody claims they have everything. And if you don't share the receipts or show what you have, you're just another person making a video claiming they have 1,000 Black Lotuses and 45,000 Charizards. And I mean, everybody in history. I mean, the amount of emails in the last 10 years I've received of, oh, Rudy, I've got 20 alpha beta sets. I've got every Pokemon sealed box since the beginning. I've got 10 million. I mean, it's insane. So you kind of have to grimy share and show how much crazy shit you have. Otherwise, it doesn't quite work, and it makes you more like everybody else who's skeptical. A lot of Pokemon and a lot of Magic, a lot of Lego, these people will show a couple boxes, but some of these people, that's all they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to be careful taking advice from individuals who are preaching things, but they're not actually doing them. That's the key thing. Okay? You know, for the longest time before 2020 COVID era, everybody just made fun of me for only hoarding old Magic and Pokemon and selling new Magic and new Pokemon, and that's all I would do. That was the narrative for many years. And I was okay with that narrative, so I kind of leaned into it and let it grow and just let it be and let the internet feel that way. Now in 2025, as you all know, I've showed many different angles of the Lego shelves and storage here, and people have realized, wait a minute, you know, the people who've been around this channel have realized that not only do I diversify in cards, but I like vintage, modern, and new Lego all across the board because they all behave differently. And at any point in time, I have seen I have seen new Lego sets go from $50 to $200-300 after being unavailable for a year. I've seen Lego sets 5, 6, 7, 8 years old that have literally done nothing. And that's normal. Not everything is supposed to be like, wow, look how smart I am. No. We're all human. We're meat popsicles. Half of us are stupid, including me. And the key is, what's your success rate? That's really all it is. I know half the Legos, well, maybe not the vintage wall, but I know a lot of the Legos behind me, or around me, I know a lot of them are never going to be worth a damn, or never be worth much of anything, but some may get rare, but that's okay. It's supposed to be that way. You're not supposed to be angry or disappointed in that. That means the market's normal. It's like magic. Post-2020, like I was telling you guys, everybody started to realize that, wait a minute, yeah, Rudy was hoarding old stuff, but same with Pokemon, but he really hoarded a lot of the new stuff. But social media and all the complete, I don't want to say the word, the uneducated people who pound the keyboard on these Reddit, Discord websites that a lot of us just kind of look for second opinions. It's some of the worst advice you can get in your life. And you start to realize how inaccurate a lot of it is. And I've always been very fortunate and privileged to know that. And when I see the internet bashing things, bashing a certain Lego set or a brand, when I see the internet bashing a Magic release or a new Pokemon set, like right now, everybody knows in Pokemon, Destined Rivals, Surging Sparks, it's all amazing. But everybody knows Journey Together is hot trash, right? And, it's kind of something that, I don't have a lot of. I have a half a pallet. I know some of you guys go, oh, look at this one. Yeah, I know. Your stepsister likes bigger things too. But it's one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe they do reprint the shit out of it. Maybe it does tank. And if it does, that's going to breed tremendous opportunity. Because 5 years from now, little Rudies and little Timmies are going to look at sets like Journey Together, and they're going to be very desirable. And see, I see that already. I like the things that the internet is so confident on that nobody goes in that direction. Because all you need to do is to get a few small things right. And it's like the holy glory land because you don't have the competition. Everybody knows if a hot new Lego set and everybody buys it, it's great. But the sets that aren't good or the sets that they sell bad, they don't keep producing them. Hell, some of them kind of just disappear. They're just like, oh God, I don't want to make more of that. It's a very fascinating thing. And post-COVID, as with reduced print runs in Magic and Pokemon and in One Piece and even Flesh and Blood and all these card games have adjusted print runs, okay? Lego has done the same thing. You will notice the deep discounts that we had post-COVID era in the bear market of collectibles. We don't see a lot of them anymore. You'll notice that the amount of sales and things on Legos now, they're not marking them down as much. You'll notice there's been a lot of shifting on the quantity of manufacturing of Lego, how many sets are being released. There's still a lot. It's a lot. I think it's a little too much, but they slowly calibrate to current market conditions. So again, in summary of today's looking at the overall market, I believe over the next 5 to 10 years, we have a very good runway where collectibles continue to perform really, really well. But I do believe most collectibles, and when I say most, that means over 51%, most collectibles will underperform, well, just throwing your money in the S&P and just living your life and enjoying yourself. Most. So over 51% of collectibles, Magic, Pokemon, Lego, One Piece, Flesh and Blood, Weiss, all of these things, I believe, have a higher chance of underperformance than they do of over. But there's nothing wrong with that because they're supposed to be that way. Collectibles were never supposed to be, Pokemon with its amazing track record, it's stupid how good their history is. Pokemon was never supposed to be this amazing 20+% annual return for like 25, 30 years in a row. That just happened because of how well the companies ran. It just is what it is. But that wasn't the design of it. And that's why it does so well. Okay? Same thing with vintage Lego. A lot of people argue newer Lego. Well, see, I disagree. You have a lot of Lego series. The Harry Potters, the Star Wars, a lot of these specialty things, and I include some of the stupid city sets, the Ninjagos, the Monkey Kids, the Disneys, the 3-in-1s, all these different things. Nobody knows the long-term rarity, scarcity, and value of some of these. Some will do incredibly well. Most will not. And if you enjoy the hobby and you understand that's the future, you're going to have a great time. And that is very attractive, very fun, and it makes life worth enjoying. That's my attitude. And Magic and Pokemon are going to be the same. There's going to be some bad Magic sets. There'll be some stinker Journey Together. Yeah, doing real bad. $210 a box. But overall, the future is very bright for this stuff. And you're talking to an old fart that's been on YouTube for 10 years, has one of the largest, if not the largest, Patreon account in the collectible world, and the longest running one. I moved the largest amount of Magic and Pokemon, probably, or at least top 1%. There may be one or two other people that are tied, but some of them are, fake companies with distributor name and all that crap. It's a little difficult, and I can't go into it legally because it affects me. But it's where we're at. And I just want people to know that you really got to be careful with the negativity and the doom and gloom. I know people are frustrated. A lot of you are really angry at this Trump economy, what Trump's done, tariffs, political stuff, gender stuff, regulation, laws, economy. And some of you have good reason to be upset because some of the things that, our government does are completely stupid. Every once in a while, they do some things that, that makes sense. Some things are stupid. Some things don't make sense. Some end up working out well. That's just the complexity of modern society. But you got to brush all that aside. We have a short time period on this earth, folks. And I encourage you all to do the things you enjoy, including hobbies. And if you can enjoy hobbies and you can actually make money and not lose your ass like souping up a sports car or something, and you can actually make money and enjoy your life and long term, that's a beautiful thing. We all work hard for money, and holding value or gaining value long term for money we worked hard for is a beautiful thing for anybody to experience. Everybody should experience that. So, conclusion. Thanks for watching. Be careful thinking things are too negative. I got ridiculed to no end last month because for 7 days in a row, I made silly meme videos of me throwing tables and chairs, talking about how bullish the future is, and when the stock market was tanking last month, I told everybody this was the time to be greedy, take your emotions out. You need to buy collectibles, you need to buy the S&P, and yes, you're probably going to lose money, it's going to punch you in the face, but you need to say thank you very much, you need to go in for more. Now, obviously things recovered way faster. I thought it was going to be like a 6-month recovery. Things recovered a lot quicker than I expected. Markets and everything already shot back up. But again, just to give you that example, during that time period, everybody just laughed at me and ridiculed, and I made silly, fun videos, and that's okay. That's okay. But again, as with every opportunity in life, I firmly believe over 95% of the viewers of this channel, they just missed all of it. The stock market, buying the dip, the S&P, Bitcoin, collectibles, Magic, Pokemon. Well, I'll wait for the dip. No, when it goes down, I'm going to buy. Because I constantly get emails and messages and patrons saying, Rudy, when it pulls back, I'm in. That tells me we have a lot more room to go because there's a ton of money and people on the sideline that want and desire this stuff. They just want and desire it at a lower price. So any form of downtick, people get excited. Hence the TCG player sale right now always pushes prices up. That's all. It's going to be a beautiful future, folks. I hope you guys join me and stay with it because there's going to be a lot of opportunity for everybody. Beautiful day. Rudy's Peeps.